everyone. I'm Rudrani, and welcome to Zoom Happy Space. Today, I'll be chatting with a singer who is not just extremely talented, but she's a woman of her own mind. She speaks her mind out and she sings her heart out, always making happy spaces. I'm talking about the beautiful Shreya Ghoshal. Thank you for joining us, Shreya.
Thank you, Rudrani. How lovely to see you again and doing an interview with you after a long time. Lovely, excited.
I know. It's been so long. I wish we were doing this sitting right across each other, but hopefully soon. Hopefully
Soon.
soon we'll get there. You are here
Yes.
with Angana Ore, which is a beautiful track. It sounds heartfelt. It's you, and it's kind of around the right time because we have Valentine's Day coming up, and a woman pining for her lover is all that you want to hear.
Yeah, that's pretty much most of the times it's that, especially now with the COVID lockdown, everyone is pining for each other only. है ना? So this Valentine's Day would be probably a little hard for many lovers, couples. But I'm hoping that it brings back some joy. Now things are getting better, hopefully. And the song is definitely one coming, stemming from a internal craving to do music, which is a little different from what I do in films. Hmm.
Shreya, what is your happy space?
My happy space is this sitting in green, chilling in the outdoors, having my chai, listening to good music, being with family, with friends, with dogs. Uh, but also, my happy space is the other side of the chaos, also. Like going on tours, being absolutely crazy, hectic, busy with jet lags and not getting a wink of sleep for days and touring and performing, singing, recording. I'm missing that a bit. But I'm a very adaptive person. I like both ends of it.
Like every other industry, I think women have been fighting it out here to for that equality, for that equal footing, and you've been in the forefront of it. You've done things your way. I know now it looks like a blur, but I'm sure it wasn't that easy at that time. I want to know what were your major struggles back then, and today when you sit here at this position of power and you know it's not come easy, what do you feel?
I feel privileged, yeah, and I feel that I have experienced a lot of things in life which has taught me, and I can probably impart that knowledge, a small knowledge, like it's not even like a huge thing that I've learned on the way, to all the other aspiring young female professionals in the music industry, or any career, I would say. I think it's very important to stay true to your grounds, and people respect and understand the moment you say no. You say, I want to do this, I don't want to do that. Have make choices, very very strong voices. You have to say out, you have to speak out your mind, you have to make statements. If you don't do that, people will just take you for granted, and that shouldn't happen in your life, especially for women. You should not. I mean, it's for everyone, I think. Especially when you are coming in the industry new, and I came at a time when there were no other new voices. Like probably just before me, Sunidhi Chauhan, had done some films, and new voices, new talents were not so easily, involved or welcomed in our industry. Uh, so to make your mark without making enemies, without trying to be in lobbies, I stayed so neutral, and I wonder how I did it. But to be honest, I think people respected that fact that I never wanted to, uh, have my alliances with, these are my people with whom I, talk every day, I meet. I was never into it. I was a student that time. I was doing my studies. I was getting into music. And only because of that, and I think only because my work spoke, the music, the songs did well. That's why I stayed for long, I think. And that's how it should be even today.
That the obsession with Bollywood music, needs to sort of change because we at a time had such wonderful individual artists creating music, indie music,
Mm,
creating albums that were massively popular. But
right.
somewhere I think that sort of went away.
Yeah.
So what do you think about it?
I can choose to listen to the music that I want to. I can choose to follow artists which I recognize and I like. I need not depend on a film and the actor on the front to a song becoming popular. because otherwise singers are just names for the songs. And to
Yeah.
be honest, which is not true. A song becomes what it is because of that individual personality of the singer. Today, Arijit Singh, he doesn't come on any, I don't think he comes on any social media thing, or he is very oblivious to this world and stays away. He's very shy from what I know. But he is talked about because of purely his music. So I
Yeah.
think it's completely, false to say that musicians and artists have to be fused together with Bollywood or films for it to have a certain, following.
श्रेया, अगर हम बात करें अंगना मोरे की, there's no label attached to it.
Mm.
And I feel I must ask the question, how liberating is that?
Oh, hugely liberating. Anyway, I have been very detached from music labels and the whole ecosystem that
Yeah.
survives. I've never had to be in direct contact with music labels. I've always had some buffer between, because once you get there, it's not a very creative or artist friendly space, I feel.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the producers, directors, composers who have always buffered me and cushioned me with good music and artistic interactions only. I never had to do any other thing. But I know that exists, and all the artists are going through that you know difficulty or struggle day to day, having to please the music labels, or be signed up with certain music labels. So much goes in barter, commissions, and a lot of monetary things are happening. I have to say, I'm very blessed. I had to stay away, and I could. I am fortunate to not have gotten into it and stayed away for all these years. Now it's going to be 20 years in next year. And I can't deal with it actually. If that happens, I'll stop singing. That really kind of bothers me. So I have taken an extra step towards that feeling of liberation through doing independent music. So nobody is telling me what exactly needs to be done. There are no stats in front of me. If you do this kind of music, that many views will come, that many people will listen to it. I mean, I'm doing that enough for films. Let me at least have that one sanctity of a space where I decide to do the music I like and nobody tells me what to do. And I think that translates beautifully to in my music, and that people understand, the fans understand that.
Moving on to my second segment, it's a bunch of fun questions. Shreya, are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me a few nicknames that were given to you that you look back and find it really funny.
I've had too many, Rudrani. बहुत nicknames हैं.
कौन से?
Of course, like the ones which I have, and you being a Bengali, you know how Bengalis have to suffer with this dark naam thing,
Yeah.
and your parents and each of the relative, everyone has different ones for you, and it's very embarrassing when they call out with that name in public, and then eventually they know. But yeah, I mean, I didn't expect the nickname coming from my composers, and my fans eventually took it, and that was Guplu. And I honestly don't like it. But during a reality show, Vishal and Shekhar both bullied me into being called Guplu, and eventually the fans made me Guplu. And till date, like I'm the same guy might be calling me Shreya Didi with respect, and also saying Guplu Di. It's like too much. Like I don't know where to take it.
Okay. Few songs that you felt changed your life post you sang it in your own personal way.
Yeah, of course, my first film song was Berry Pia, which changed the whole album, Dolare, and all those songs changed my complete life. Like it was the game changer, if I have to say. But then after that, I think songs like Yesh Kahai, or even a Chikni Chameli, or Sun Raha Hai Na Tu, these were all benchmark songs which kept coming in years, and tried on different styles of my singing. ये इश्क है जब आया था, I remember, किसी को नहीं पता था ये मैंने गाया है.
हाँ.
Nobody could recognize that that's sung by Shreya Ghoshal, and I did not know it was so how it became so different. Like I, without purpose, without any idea, did something different that stuck on. And then Chikni Chameli, though, I don't think even today a lot of people would not believe that it's sung by me. Right. And then Mere Dholna. Yeah, of course. Mere Dholna was like the one song which kind of, became a reality TV show challenge song. Like every child would sing that and everybody contestant. So it's like different sides got explored in these songs.
A rumor about yourself that makes you laugh when you hear today.
There was one rumor that the year I got married,
Yeah.
उसके बाद से तो every year that she had a baby and इतने हो गए हैं बच्चे अभी तक कि like I would have like a Pandavas and Kauravas का family, like so I was like कि ये कहाँ से इनको खबर आ रही है ये सब हुआ है. But some very major publications had immediately after I got married, there were some articles which had come out, and I was like, oh God, I should not answer to any of these rumors. Then it'll just, become too big. But yeah, I've had these are the few funny ones.
Moving on to my third segment, it's very, very simple. I've taken out some lovely pictures from your Instagram, and all you have to do is tell me the memory behind the picture, what you felt at that time, and your
Okay.
bond with the person in the picture. Are you ready?
Sure.
Amazing.
Oh, ei to Bangali bo.
I just love these pictures. Oh my God.
These are all the pictures from the wedding day. Which I shared much later of like very recently I shared these because during the wedding I did not share any of my pictures and I kept it very personal. But yeah, I mean, this was the day when it all happened, and I guess a lot of people were in for a shock or a surprise, whatever it was, ki ye hua. But I was so happy because Shiladitya has been a friend and a part of my life for so long. 10 years of dating and then we got married. So we are now more than 15 years together
That's so
as
cute.
companions. So it's so lovely to finally know and every all our families together and just feeling that unison of two people who absolutely deeply love each other and can't do without each other kind of a thing. So yeah, that's the memory. Amazing.
You went to this school reunion in 2005 and you met this geeky, handsome sort of person. I'll let you tell that, but let me show the picture.
Yeah, that was the first time I met him. Like first time as in he was my school friend, but we were not in the same group or we didn't have much interactions like that before that. So this was a school reunion and he just came up to say hi amongst all the friends and I had just this was 2005, so I had started film work and etc. Thoda bahut, my entry in the films had happened, but I was still the very common colony girl, and I, along with my friends, just went there to see कि कर क्या रहा है, ये कहाँ पहुंचा, ये क्या कर रहा होगा. So just to why we go to school reunions, just to spy on everyone's growth and
Yeah.
how who looks like what now. So that's the reason why I went, and this guy just came up, and we started having this very random conversation, but it went like we got so pally and as if we know each other for so long. There was some connection, and from there on, it just like I was at that time also traveling so much. We never used to meet often. That it was always these SMSs. तब तो
Yeah.
ये WhatsApp तो था ही नहीं. We used to SMS. Then that's all. That's how we bonded.
That's beautiful. And this picture, I think, I hope I don't make you cry again, but I really hope I get to see this soon.
I know. These are the moments where I'm the happiest, I feel. Really, I don't remember where was it that I was performing. This must be US, somewhere in US, because I think I was wearing it in my last tour. The last big world tour happened in 2019, and then COVID happened. So I can't wait to get back to my world tours when I go to different cities and meet people. But yeah, being on the stage and making people sing, and the mic on that side
Yeah,
is
yeah.
and sound on the other side is louder than what is happening on the stage. So this is so much fun.
The start of a journey that inspires many today. This picture.
Oh yes, he looks so different, Sanjay ji. He looks so different. This was from just after Devdas it released, and he had come home because I kept on. That was my uh, a house that I had just after my film released. I had purchased in Andheri because I used to live in Chembur.
Yeah.
It was very far for us to travel every day to work. All the studios are in the western suburbs, so this was the first house I had purchased, and I
Yeah.
wanted him to come and be, bless the house. And dad had cooked some amazing food, which Sanjay ji remembers every day. He'll say, and full Bengali khana, and he loves Bengali khana. So he remembered all the things that had been eaten that day.
Yeah.
Arey, what a lovely journey,
Lovely journey. And I think pictures automatically take you back to the times, no?
Yeah, yeah.
And I thought this was also another important person in your music journey.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Rahman sir. Rudrani, can you believe it? He's the one musician, composer who kind of changed my life in the sense I was a big fan of his work. I used to listen to Roja, these cassettes, na? Used to beg dad to bring these cassettes because these were not very easily available in the colony where we used to stay in Rajasthan. So it had to be bought from a nearest city. So Roja, Bombay, these were the cassettes. इतना रिपीट कर करके सुन कैसेट्स ही खराब हो चुकी थी, मतलब इतना
Yeah.
सुन चुकी थी मैं,
Even I had.
है ना. And where from there to finally meeting him in the studio, just I had gone to Chennai. I used to record for some composers there, and I used to just drop in into his studio, like if he could listen to my, CD drop करके जाना कुछ कुछ गानों का. Then finally, I got to sing for him. He called me for a Tamil song, and then फटाफट 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 ऐसे इतने गाने हुए जो तमिल है, हिंदी है, बरसों रे मेघा हुआ. So many songs happened after that. And it has been a like surreal journey for me. I really still become very awed in his presence, and I'm a fan still. I feel more than his artists with whom I've collaborated. It's hard, I'm a fan of very few people. Rahman sir, Lata Mangeshkar. These two are one of those people I completely look up to.
Even social media, right? Like
Mm.
imagine one Rahman song gets remade and the
Mm.
furore that it caused saying that, please don't touch classics, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. What
I
do
feel
you
the
think?
hurt. My heart probably bleeds the most because these songs really made my childhood, my young days, what it was. Even experiencing love, having those crushes that time.
Yeah.
Background में ये गाने चल रहे हैं, so they kind of they are the soundtrack of your life and the most important phase of your life, I feel. So when these songs get butchered by remixes, badly butchered. Actually, it's not even a tribute. Then it's just badly butchered. I feel very bad. Nobody can do anything. That's the problem because वो गाने music labels own करते हैं. They have the right to do it. That's why go independent.
That's why go independent. I'll end it by saying Angna Mori is, like you said, Valentine's Day aane wala hai. How does Shreya define romance? How romantic are you? And if you had to suggest someone who's trying to probably impress someone on Valentine's Day, what do you think should be a mixtape that he or she can make for the other partner? What kind of songs would you suggest in the mixtape?
Okay, I'm a very romantic person, absolutely hardcore romantic. And since you're asking how to impress if you have a girlfriend, boyfriend, your husband, जो भी है, दोस्त है, but impress करना है तो गाने से बेहतर और कुछ नहीं हो सकता है. Maybe if you can play the song, fine, but if you can learn a song and sing even thoda decently, उतना effort भी काफी है. So there are these songs in the mixtape I would put, like Pehla Nasha, Pehla Khumar, and uh, in the classics Lag Ja Gale. From my growing up years, Zara Zara Behekta Hai Dil. That was my college romance time ka gana hai. That's why it's a very favorite of mine. And all these songs, so many Rahman classics actually. Tu Hi Re and all those songs. Just do that to me. नहीं सामने ये अलग बात है. पूरे ताल के गाने, पूरा एल्बम भी बहुत कमाल है. Yeah, there'll be so many.
I hope Shreya, has he sang for you, by the way? That's so interesting when you said that he did.
He did.
Was he good?
He can sing decently.
So sweet.
He's very shy, of course, and I don't think he'll sing in front of anybody else except when I absolutely pester him. He has, but just for me to feel a little special, I make him. He has his limitations. Kuch gaane he has, which are his favorites, and he sings very well. So there are some secret, personal songs that he does sing for me.
What for now? What we're going to do is make Shreya sing a little. Shreya, will end it with Angna More, and if you don't
Yeah.
mind, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit and ask you to sing a little.
Always happy to be in that spot. Uh, Angana More is a song, which needs to be experienced with the entire musical production, but I'm going to sing a few lines. This is also written by me. It's very traditional kind of lyrical song. Composition is also by me. So I hope you like it. It's a simple start.
Yeah.
आओ सजन अंगना मोरे आओ सजन अंगना मोरे दिन रैन तुमरी याद सताए आओ सजन अंगना मोरे आओ सजन अंगना मोरे आओ सजन अंगना मोरे अंगना मोरे.
Yeah, always. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you always. Once again, I really miss you. I wish I could have given you a hug, but soon we'll go there.
Soon.
And till then, if you miss Shreya, I'm sure you all do, you must listen to the song and have a great Valentine's Day. Thank you, Shreya. Bye.
Thank you. Bye, Rudrani.
Bye.